Hello all, my name is Krishnayak and welcome to my vlogging channel. So guys, this is probably the third tutorial in stock fundamental analysis. And if you remember guys, from this year, I will be uploading a lot of videos related to finance and investments. And this entire thing is based on my experience, based on the profit that I have made in stocks, in cryptocurrencies and all. And again I'm telling you, don't just blindly follow me. Instead, also do your kind of research and try to invest and earn the money. Okay, so coming to this particular video, what we are going to discuss, we are going to discuss something about multi-bagger stocks. Now, what exactly is multi-bagger stocks and how do you identify this kind of stocks? We will be discussing about that. So let me first of all just open a board so that I can show you. As said, in this video, we are basically going to discuss about a multi-bagger stock. I'll tell you what exactly is a multi-bagger stock. Obviously, now many people say, me, Krish, probably I also want to invest my money in stock market. Will I be able to get some amazing returns, right? And in some of the places, probably I've heard of people that you really need to be patient with respect to stock market, if you really want to earn money. And always remember one thing with that, guys, if you don't have this fundamental analysis idea about stocks, if you don't know about the company that you are basically investing in, trust me, don't put your money. Okay, then what will happen is that obviously you lose your money. Okay, I've seen my friends, who without just knowledge, because like if 100 people are saying, oh, this company is just doing good, I'll go and invest it, and that particular person will just go and invest it, right? It should not be something like that. You really need to do a lot of fundamental analysis. In my playlist of finance in this particular channel, I have uploaded two videos. One was regarding PE ratio, one was regarding how to identify good stock, right? In this, I'm discussing about multi-bagger stock. Now, what exactly is multi-bagger stock? Anybody, like suppose if a person is investing 100 rupees, obviously he wants this 100 rupees to increase in an amazing way in the stock market, right? Probably let's say that just after 1 month he's able to get 1,000 rupees, right? Is this possible? Yes, this is possible. There are companies, there are many companies who have done this. I'll tell you one example of mine. Recently, just 3 months back, I had invested in Suzlon. I'll talk about this particular company. What exactly is Suzlon? They are basically into renewable energy. And I had invested somewhere around 1 lakh rupees INR. Okay, so 1 lakh rupees INR. And at that point of time, the stock price was somewhere around 6 rupees. Today, at this point of time, you'll be seeing that this particular stock price is more than 12. Why did I probably invest? How did I probably invest? What kind of analysis that I did? Because obviously, right, if you see a company which is in small market cap, obviously you'll not trust it, right? So, what are the necessary things that you really need to do, or what kind of fundamental analysis you really need to do in a company so that you understand that yes, if today also I buy that, and whatever cost the company is in the future, it should be growing in that same way, right? So this is the specific thing that I really wanted to discuss. So let's go ahead and let's try to understand how to identify a multi-bagger stock and what kind of analysis that do I do for finding this multi-bagger stock. The first thing is that do a detailed research about the companies, right? So when you do a detailed research about the companies, one thing, there are a lot of things that you get to know about it. Okay. In the first session, I told you about what all things you need to focus of a company: revenue, profit after, paying up all the taxes, probably what is the assets that is getting accumulated every year, right? So that one was common thing. The second thing is that about the investors and institutions. Always understand, guys. If I take one example, okay, let's consider Geo, right? And I hope everybody knows that Facebook, which is now Meta, have also invested in this particular company. When Facebook invested, Facebook is a bigger company, right? He's Mark Zuckerberg is a very big investor, okay? Or if I consider example of big institutions who are investing in this particular company, before investing, probably the share price of Jio or Reliance may be a little bit less, But as soon as Facebook, because if they are investing, they're definitely going to invest a huge amount of money, right? After that, the growth that is going to probably happen is superbly, like it may give you a 10 multiplied growth, so that is what I'm actually taking. You really need to see that who are the specific investors and how they are probably investing it, and whether there is any big institution that are involved in that specific companies. Okay, if you see, and I'll talk about this because this point also now it's quite important. When you are probably thinking about the investors and institutions, you really need to see that, okay, what kind of institution and investors are basically there. Are they big players, small players, and based on that you have to make some kind of assumption. So this is one specific point that I basically use. I definitely check out the investors, and based on that I get a kind of confidence about that specific company. The second thing is that I really also research about the product or services that the company are actually giving. Okay, company are actually giving. So this is also important, product or services, and this product or services will derive their brand. This services will also be deriving not only brand, but it will also derive the revenue model. So third point that I really want to talk about is revenue model. Now there are multiple types of revenue model, guys. It's like, first of all, you just take a product, you create a product, you just sell them. Okay, there is also another revenue model which is called as recurring revenue model. Okay, recurring revenue model. Now in this recurring revenue model, what exactly it is? Okay, let me take some of the example of okay, probably I will just take an example of the Indian brand like Hotstar, right? Or let's take Netflix, or let's take Sony Live. Okay, now in these companies, what you see actually, they provide you some kind of subscription based things, right? So in this subscription based things, what happens, you probably have to pay monthly, yearly, right? It will be having a recurring thing, right? Now in Sony, in Hotstar, probably if you are probably paying, I don't know, like, I don't know, right price, current price, suppose let's consider that you're paying 1,000 rupees for a year. In the next year, if you probably have a good experience, and obviously you'll be having a good experience because Hotstar also provides you diversified videos, right? It provides you diversified content, movies, sports, right? Everything. It provides you all this kind of things. So obviously the product is very good, and it will definitely provide an amazing experience for the users. Netflix, amazing movies. All the different movies that we probably have, Hollywood, Bollywood, not only that, in regional languages, everything it is basically present. If I consider Prime, Amazon Prime. So I actually have all this subscription from past 1.5 year, right? So here the recurring revenue model is there, right? Let me take one more example. Okay, suppose there are also some companies, and I'd not suggest recurring revenue model, but instead in this, because this is like necessity. If I talk about Asian Paints, right? Asian Paints, probably in every house, since the product is amazing, in every house during the painting time we basically use this. Another brand is sorry, another brand is Fevicol, right? So Fevicol is also a brand which every carpenter basically uses wherever there is interior going on, wherever there is construction going on. Most of the people uses Fevicol, right? So these are also kind of brand that can give you a multi-bagger at any point of time, because people, more and more people are actually going to use it. Obviously, right now these two stocks prices are quite high, but I am specifically talking about some of the things that how do you identify that this stock may become a multi-bagger, right? So definitely you need to research about the companies, you need to understand about the investors and institutions, like which all companies have basically invested in this. More bigger investors and institutions basically come, they will definitely be able to, like, the stock price will definitely skyrocket any point of time. Multi-bagger basically means it is going to give you 100 times profit. Okay, some of the example I also talk about Suzlon. I will show you those stocks markets, those stock prices, how it has gone from past 4 to 6 months. Okay, then regarding the revenue model, by what way they are able to generate, are they probably are they just probably generating money from providing the products or different kind of services? Some example I'll say you, let's consider Apple iPhone. So it is a brand, right? It is a brand. Whenever a new version of Apple iPhone comes, there are some people who will definitely buy those, Apart from that, there are also a lot of services that basically happens with respect to Apple iPhones, right? So this kind of lot of examples, and these are probably some of the pointers that you really need to see. So now let me go ahead and talk about some of the stocks that you will probably be able to see some kind of effect. So let me first of all search about the company Asian Paints. Okay, and probably Asian Paints is an amazing company. Everybody will definitely be using it. Here you can see that some price has gone down, but again, this kind of downfall is just a little bit. I think we need not worry about it. But if I go and see with respect to the max, here you can see that how it is growing, and this is basically called as an exponential growth. See this is entirely an exponential growth, right? Now the other product that I specifically talked about is Pidilite. So Pidilite Industries, this company actually gives you Fevicol and all those kind of products. If I go and see with respect to Max, this also has this kind of amazing growth, right? Why it is? Because obviously people are going to buy this. The product, that the brand that they have built is quite amazing. And apart from that, Fevicol also has different products other than this main Fevicol that we use in house or in different places, right? If I talk about Reliance, okay, let's go and see about Reliance Industries. Here point of time you can see that how the stocks are basically increasing, right? And probably this place that you see probably in 2018-19, at this point of time probably Facebook may have invested. I just need to see the timeline, but yes, they definitely have that capacity. From Max you can see that the returns that they have got is more than 3000. I'm not saying that today, if you probably buy some Reliance Industry stock, you know, at that point of suddenly in the next very day you'll be getting it. But understand, this companies will definitely grow. Okay, so there are a lot of different examples that I really want to show it to you. If I see one more example, uh, let me just talk about the stock that I probably bought, which is called as Suzlon. Okay, now Suzlon Energy. Okay, now you may be thinking what exactly Suzlon Energy is, and I really made an amazing profit in this. Okay, so if I talk about Suzlon Energy, it is a complete wind energy and solar energy solution. Now understand, guys, when this company got started, okay, if I go and search for it, okay, you can see over here. If I see from max 5 years, okay, max, complete max, initially it was in 289 447. It completely went down. Okay, but last year in 2020 it made a lot of news headline. Okay, lot of news headline, lot with respect to the wind energy and solar energy, with respect to the solutions that they are coming up with. Okay, at that point of time I just went and saw this. I liked that specific idea. I bought them at somewhere around 6.05. Okay, you can see over here January 27 2021. Okay, January 6. So at that point of time I bought them in 6.0. Now right now the price is 12.1225, and still probably it will be increasing because of the kind of work. I just placed a bet because they were planning to do something related to solar energy. I saw this graph and it went completely down. That was the point of time I thought, okay, it may definitely increase. Now after this, the price has now gone to 12.15, and I have also put up a stop loss. That basically means if the price goes till 12 rupees, I'm going to sell it. Okay, that kind of stop loss I've actually put in my platform. That the platform that I use is Zerodha. The kite platform is Zerodha, where I buy and sell the stocks. Before I used to use ICICI Direct, but right now, since there is this is an amazing platform where you can probably see this. So here obviously the price is down. You may be thinking, Krish, you're showing me all exponential growth, but here you have invested in which the price is going down. Understand, you need to research about the company. You need to understand what that company is doing. You need to understand the revenue model of the company. You need to understand what all different kind of products it may also have, and you also need to understand different kind of investors and institutions in that company. This will definitely give you some kind of confidence, and then you will definitely be able to find out some multi-bagger stocks. Now why I'm saying, you guys, don't follow any tips. Don't ever follow any tips. If someone comes, whoever he or she may be, if he says you go and buy this, probably you may grow it. Don't follow in that way. Instead, you go in this 4 points that I've told, just go and research it. If you feel yes, just go and put it. Later on you'll see the result. But in the fundamental, the reason why I'm making this fundamental analysis, because you need to know what all things you need to check in a company before investing. As again said, guys, don't follow my words also. First of all, do your own research and then start investing. So this was it from my side. I hope you like this particular video. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, share with all your friends. I'll see you all in the next video. Have a great day. Thank you and all. Bye bye.